Drunken Under Quarantine show, presented to you by the Woolen Comedy Club. Here to remind you this is a very adult show featuring very adult subjects and very adult topics. If you're ready for a very adult evening, please get ready for the Drunken Under Quarantine show season 3. Remember, stay safe, stay drunk, stay underwhelming.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm, of course, Hickory, the drunk and underwhelming, and I forgot. I'm getting awful at this. Anyways, welcome to the Drunk and Under Quarantine show. It's episode 10. GW and I will see if Island Boy shows up. And somber news. Sean, we love you, brother, and sorry to see you go. I'm gonna miss the fuck out of you, and I'm gonna miss your songs. And yeah, I'm gonna play a song, one of Sean's songs tonight. No, Sean Henry, I'm not talking about you. My friend Sean Powell passed yesterday, and I offer my heart and love and condolences to everybody who knew him, because he was an amazing man, taken way before his time. And yeah, I'm gonna be somber a little bit, and then we're gonna trudge through, and we're gonna have some laughs at the idiocy that's going on in this fucking planet. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm, of course, Hickory, the Drunk and Underwhelming. Welcome to the Drunk and Under Quarantine show, presented to you by the Woolen Comedy Club. It's episode 10, season 3. It's just GW and I so far. We'll see if Island Boy rolls in. We got a lot to get into tonight. We're going to talk about the bombing of the Georgia Guidestones. We're going to talk about a UN article that is ridiculous. That's a UN article. We're talking about Biden admin, some strategic maneuvering. We'll talk about a school board director that wants to talk about intimate time. And finally, we might talk about some other random stuff along the way. But without further ado, welcoming to the spotlight stage, my friend, my boy, my comrade. Please welcome Mr. G.W. Foley.
What it do, motherfuckers? It is Wednesday night, motherfuckers!
Woo!
Yes! My invisible beer, and I got the alert on my phone. So we're live on the YouTubes. Congratulations, and all that fun stuff for being on. Or watching. That's what I meant. Dude, it's summer vacation. Just need to fucking relax and chill out. I want to say my deepest condolences to you, man, for losing a friend. It's rough, and no one likes going through that. And I'm here for you if you need anything. I love you.
Love you too, man.
Dudes don't say that enough. You know?
Amen.
They if I love a motherfucker, I will tell them that I love them. And it takes a lot for me to say that to somebody, because love is trust. You know? And it takes a lot to trust somebody. And there's just simply some people I don't trust. And to them, I'm like, boo, 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 boo. See this? This is for you. Fuck you. Problem solved, I guess. That was funnier in my head. Just gonna say that. My car is being fixed as we speak. Ooh. Finally, it's been 3 fucking weeks. Should have been done by now. No wonder fucking like everyone in the auto body's like, oh yeah, I don't have openings to fucking October. No. It's like, dude, if you didn't take so long to do shit, I don't know, put in some extra hours. do that OT, and yeah, but no, got the body work going, making it shiny. I hope. I don't care. I just want it done. I just want my car back. As much as I enjoy giving the wife the ride to work and back, she wants her car, and I get that. I know what it's like not to have a vehicle, and it sucks. And sorry, my dog's crying in the background because he wants to go into the bedroom, and we're not letting him because he likes to shit in there. Poor bastard. Like in the bathroom when he shits, it doesn't bother me because that's what the room's designed for. But when he shits in the bedroom, yeah, it's like, come on, bud. Daddy steps there. And yeah, anyways, he's a fucking ninja shitter. Like, turn your back for a second and just like find a pile of dookie there like a smoke bomb. Yeah, let's see what else is going on with me. I got nothing, man. Like I've all I've been doing is watching movies and jerking off.
Fair
and
enough.
even the jerking off part is kind of, I'm like halfway through doing it, and I'm just like, this is boring. I'm done. Like, you've jerked off too much when you get bored from jerking off. Like you're just going through the motions now. Like, you need to find some excitement in life. Do something like go to a Guar show. Do something amazing. My best friend, his new band is playing somewhere tonight.
Nice.
When Dinosaurs Ruled the Earth.
It's a great band.
Sounds like it should be a punk band. It's not. They do 60s and 70s covers of like Jeff Beck shit.
Oh, that's
and I'm
funny.
like, why the fuck is my friend in this band? like when we were growing up, we listened to like punk rock and metal, like the good stuff. And now he's playing fucking Steely Dan covers. There's a word that I want to use, but I can't because of YouTube. But yeah, but good for him. He's getting out there. And, if my fucking anxiety was better, I would be playing in bands too. But I can't because the amount of drugs I would need to play my bass in front of people, I'd be asleep. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got, man. Working on it. I'm working on it. I mean, I'm a quick comer, so yeah, I bat left-handed. Hi, Mom. Something about me. I'm ambidextrous, so I like to switch it up sometimes. And lately, it's my left hand jerking into the east. Do you hear the growling in the background?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my boy.
He's all right.
Yeah. Oh no, he's fine. He's just fucking playing with my baseball hat. God damn it! All right, that's it for my time. I need to go fix this.
Okay. Thank you, G-Dubs. Thank you guys for being here. Yes. Somber week for those who didn't miss the intro. I had a friend pass this past actually yesterday. And it's an emotional burden, but it's part of life. And here, I'm going to read some comments before we do this. Sean, the opening comments: democracy is the most demanding of all forms of government in terms of energy, imagination, and public spirit required of the individual. George C. Marshall. Yes. It's also two wolves and a sheep deciding what's for dinner. Or lunch, right?
Yes.
Ben Franklin said that, maybe. And Sean said, I like to sit on my hand until it goes to sleep and then call it the stranger. Classic, Sean, classic. So, yeah, Sean and I had quite an interesting friendship, relationship, dynamic. Beautiful assistant said, I like when my wiener is rough, too. Yeah, I guess it's the wrong show for emotional stuff. Anyways, Sean and I had an interesting relationship. I actually met Sean on my 21st birthday. And I was 20 years old, and I went to an open mic, and they didn't kick me out. And at midnight, a bunch of people bought me drinks, and I went with my best friend Jake, and that's where we met Sean. He was hosting the open mic we went to at the Clear River Tavern, and then years later, after we formed a band and went through many drummers, and just couldn't lock one down or find one that fit, and kind of gave up. One of the funny Sean stories was I was drunk at a party in Bridgewater. Sean's had audio issues, my sir. What type of audio issues, Sean? If you could...
You're breaking up.
I am?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's weird. Is that better?
Now you have a delay.
Oh, that's weird. I wonder if my internet's being strange.
I thought it was me with the delay.
Nicole said yes. No, what's wrong, Honey Buns? Is the audio weird? Because
the audio's better.
Song's really going to be... Okay. It's really going to be awful if the audio is all messed up. She said nothing here. Is it better now, G-Dubs?
Yeah.
So Sean, let us know. So anyways, I was at this party in Bridgewater, and I showed up, and Sean and the Clear River Band were playing. It's a delay. I'm so confused. Audio good, video lag. Okay. Oh, all good now. Move forward with all haste. Okay, sorry. Dolores said we're good now. Thank you, Dolores. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Nicole said ignore me. I try not to, for the record. Anyway, so I met Sean at... Yeah, anyway, so I'm at this party. Sean's band's playing. And they're like, do you want to get up and play a couple songs with the band that's going to play for the set break? And I was like, hell yeah, it was fun. And I played like 3 or 4 songs, just played a couple hip-hop tunes. And then all of a sudden, they came back up, the Clear River Band, and they were like, hey, do you want to play a song or two with us? And I was like, yeah, that'd be fun. So I play a song, and after that's over, I'm like, okay, like, where's the bassist? Pete, are you out there? Come back. And, okay, well, we'll play another song. So finally I'm like 4 songs deep, and I'm like screaming in the microphone, like, Pete, come to the stage. Like, I'm not here to play a show. I'm here to get drunk and have fun and party. And, yeah, he just never came back. All of a sudden somebody ran up and he was like, oh, he's passed out in the field. And I played the rest of the show with them. And that was when I joined their band. And I continued to play with them for 5 or 6 years before we had differences. Anyways, without further ado, I'm going to do this. I have not played a guitar and sang on camera in forever and a half. But here we go. We're going to try this.
Before you do that, you got the audio thing back.
Oh, that's weird. Here, maybe if I stop the screen share, does that help at all?
No.
Huh. I wonder what the hell's going on.
Ghosts.
Like, my internet's being weird. Yes, the ghosts want to prevent me. Am I still delayed?
Yeah.
What is it? Was it like choppy?
You're just like a couple of seconds behind your voice.
Oh, okay, but the audio itself is fine?
Now it is. It was breaking up first.
Okay, we'll see if I can make it through the song without it being too weird. The song is called The Pines. It was my favorite song that I played with Sean. I think I liked it because it was like a straight up punk tune. myself in my 7-hour bend. Don't mind learning, but I love to forget all that pain and misery. Stepping on my doorstep, sleeping in my tree. I need to find a place out there in the pine, long dirt road, radio, shady time. Like to blame human nature if you hadn't guessed. Some things are better or less depressed, and I do what I can, do what I can do. Surprised I can stand when some days get through. I need to find a place out there in the pine, long dirt road, radio, shady time. In the pines, pines, pines. Show me that shady sign for the pine, pine. Show me that shady sign in the pines. Grass and that's nothing yet. Don't mind learning, but I love to forget. Fire to the pants and see if I can stand. What do you know, man? Maybe I'm blessed to find a place out there in the pine, long dirt road, radio, shady time. In the pines. There would be a guitar solo here, but I can't do that. But I got me these dogs and this beautiful wife, and this here guitar, yeah, she's pretty nice. Think if I cut my out long enough to start down the show, thinking that maybe I'll go and find a place out there in the pine, long dirt road, radio, shady time. In the pines, the pines, the pines. Show me that shady side for the pine, pine. Show me that shady side for the pine. Anyways, sorry if that was awful, but I had to play a Sean song on the show to commemorate.
It's good, man.
Thank you. It's been a long time, and I probably should have practiced for like another week, but you know, these things don't really give you time to get stuff together. So there we are. Sorry guys, thank you. I hope you enjoyed a look into the Hickory, the Drunk and Underwhelming, playing music, because that's something I haven't done in front of people in a while. Although in May, I was blessed enough to play a couple songs with Sean at a party, so I was glad I got that in. Anyways, enough of the heaviness. I'm glad I didn't cry during that, because I was almost expecting to. I totally did singing it on the way home from work. Anyways, GW's ready to get into the regular show?
Let's fucking do it.
Let's do it. Okay, we're back. Comments. Cole said the cat loved it. She didn't even run. Oh. Normally the cat is scared to death of any time I strum a guitar, even if it's like accidentally. Like as soon as I hit it, she's like out of there.
Yeah,
so, it's good.
Vibrations, man.
Yeah, it's good to know that she wasn't freaking out. So thank you, Honey Buns. I appreciate the update, because I was worried about. That was the only thing I was worried about, and that it was almost like maybe I should go pre-record this outside. And then I was like, no, because I'll watch it and I'll be like, no. Sean said, good job. Your friend would have been proud of you. Well, thank you, Sean. Yeah, it's, man, sad. We might actually throw a Clear River Band on song on the after show if you want to hear that, because there's some really He was a damn good songwriter. Actually, Jigapoo wrote me during the song. He said, "Nice. I don't think I know how to play it." Like, well, yeah, but you didn't play with him as long as I did, my friend. I was in that band for a while. Anyways, we're gonna get right into topics for the evening, starting off with how the drunk is this news? Oh no, not the Georgia Guidestones, the humanity. Today in news, this was I guess about 4 o'clock this morning. This is actually breaking for the show. Normally we don't get to shit until the next week.
We're on
So,
top of it.
Yeah, this one is very, very timely. We got this from Fox News. Georgia Guidestones explosion. Blast has destroyed a large portion of the monument, police say. Georgia says monument known as America's Stonehenge. Police in Georgia are investigating an explosion Wednesday targeting the Georgia Guidestones monument, which the state says is known as America's Stonehenge. Thank you for summing up the title and the byline in the article. Fucking lazy writers. The early morning blast destroyed a large portion of the structure in northeastern Elbert County, according to Georgia Bureau of Investigation. Preliminary information indicates the unknown individuals detonated an explosive device around 4 a.m. on Wednesday, July 6th, agency said in a statement. Ebert County Sheriff's Office is among the law enforcement agencies investigating, and a bomb squad has been called to the scene, according to Fox 5 Atlanta. This was the Guidestones. Known as America's Stonehenge, this 19-foot-high monument displays a 10-part message espousing the conservation of mankind, future generations in 12 languages, according to a description in the state's tourism website. Site's about 7 miles from Elberton, near the South Carolina state line. Granite quarry is a top local industry. Roadside attraction received renewed attention during Georgia's May 24th gubernatorial primary, when third-place Republican candidate Candace Taylor claimed the Guidestones are satanic and made demolishing them part of her platform. The Guidestones also serve as an astronomical calendar, and every day at noon the sun shines through a narrow hole in the structure and illuminates the day's date on an engraving, the tourism website also said. The names of the 4 ancient languages are inscribed on the sides near the top: Babylonian cuneiform, Classic Greek, Sanskrit, and Egyptian hieroglyphs. Guidestones are mysterious in origin, for no one knows the identity of a group of sponsors who provided the specifications, which is kind of crazy. I didn't know that. But G-Dubs, do you know much about the Guidestones?
I know jack all about it.
Okay. They have they're in like 12 languages: Russia, English, Chinese. And there is 10 commandments written on the side of them that is not the not like the 10 commandments that we think of as, like, the Christian ones. But so languages are English, Spanish, Swahili, Hindi, Hebrew, Arabic, Chinese, and Russian, as well as the ancient languages of cuneiform, Babylonian cuneiform, Classic Greek, Sanskrit, and Egyptian hieroglyphs. There's some biblical stuff on there, but there's 10 commandments on the Georgia Guidestones. So the main purpose of the Georgia Guidestones is to relay a message from the writers to the world, a message of one worldism, of one world government. Make no mistake about it, that is their intended purpose, yet they package it up with sweet words. Here are the Georgia Guidestones 10 commandments. Maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature.
Oops.
So that's a little less than we had. So the theory is that this thing was built after right during the Cold War, right? So like in 1980, I think it was built. So the big concern was that we were gonna fall under a nuclear planet ending situation, and somebody paid to have these put there so that the people, the few thousand that survived could find this and would be able to take it and move forward and know how to run the world, basically, was the idea. Sean says it's absolutely bizarre they've allowed it to stand for as long as it has. Yeah, and it makes me wonder if it's like on private property or state land, like whose land is this on? Because if it's on private property, like, who cares? But you know what I mean? Like, if the taxpayers of this are paying to upkeep this thing. Anyways, back to the commandments. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity, which sounds strangely eugenic. Unite humanity with living a new language, which what? I guess you can. G-Dubs, what's that mean to you? Unite humanity with a living new language.
So it would be have a common language for everyone, and have that language be able to adapt and change to certain times. And
Okay, that sounds very. I don't know. I felt like if somebody said that right now in the current climate, that would be bigoted, right? Like the whole world
Yeah.
should adopt one language.
well, it depends on what language that they're thinking about starting with.
I
If it
think we
was
should-
English, oh yeah.
I think we should go with German. That'd be so much better. Uh, sorry, that's an evil joke. Rule, passion, faith, tradition, all things with tempered reason. Okay. Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. I think most people could agree with that one. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Yeah, because that would be no way the world court could be corrupted, right? And we'd be in the same position where people are bitching about the Supreme Court in the U.S. That wouldn't be a thing, right? That couldn't go wrong.
Well, we have a
avoid-
world court now, and it doesn't do jack all.
This is true. Avoid petty laws and useless officials. I think that's exactly what we're not doing. At least in the U.S. right now. Balance personal rights with social duties. Prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite. Be not a cancer on the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. Those are the 10 commandments written on it. Yeah. Weird. A little culty, I must say.
Yeah. I mean, in principle, some of those have decent ideas.
Yep. And some seem a little eugenic.
Yeah.
And a little I don't know. Well,
You know it was
Sort of.
written by a white dude, right?
yeah. So that's
Yeah.
all I can think of when a white guy wrote it, thinking, create one world language. Like, what were they thinking about? This is probably English. Skimora said, I like an ebonical flow. Yeah, it has a little more rhythm and groove, you know? It's not quite as boring and late night news as a non-ebonic flow. Will not lead to speak with the neurolinks. Is it time to assimilate? Resistance is futile. Possibly,
Yeah.
Sean. As long as you love your pod and you eat your bugs.
I am not getting Neuralink.
No, dude. I mean, my Facebook got hacked, and that was on a computer, and like after all the shit I've seen online, I'm like, no, I think I'm good. I think I'm good on the Neuralink.
Yeah.
Unless maybe the goal is to make Earth so bad that we want
it. Something about implanting a device in my brain to allow computer thought, and like that's how you get viruses.
That's fair. That is very, very fair.
Like, if you think like McAfee or Norton is bad now, wait until you have to upload it into your body like a fucking antivirus or a vaccine.
The Fauci ouchie antivirus.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then they control the schedule for it, and
Yeah.
you have to pay up, or you'll get hit with viruses.
And it barely works.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Because
you're
they're-
still forced. And whenever you complain, they're like, you sound like a Trump supporter. That's the
Muted.
That's like, yeah, the whole thing. Like, I thought about that the other day. I was like, you know, Facebook has a good market with Oculus right now. Well, the fact that they bought Oculus VR means that in order to play with your headset, in order to play the video game that you purchased, you have to maintain your Facebook account. Like you can't use an Oculus without an active Facebook account. So I'm like, if you get banned on Facebook, does that mean your Oculus stops working? Like, oh, okay, so that's where the future of like the VR world is going. We could control everyone if we just made it so, hey, life sucks, and you're going to want to spend time in VR. But if you say or do bad things, your VR is going to be taken away. It's like taking away a kid's video games.
Yeah.
It's exactly like taking away a kid's video games, I suppose. Skidmore said, I wish my Facebook would get hacked, then it might be more interesting. Funnily enough, back about, coming up on a year soon. It was actually August of last year. While the house was, our old house was torn down and our new house was being built, we were staying in a hotel, and my Facebook got hacked, and I didn't realize until the next day of the show. And all of a sudden, I couldn't upload to that Facebook anymore. And it got stolen by some dude. I want to say he was from Portugal, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. It might have been Spanish. I'm not good with my Latin American languages. I don't think it was I don't think it was Spanish. Pretty sure it was.
I thought it was Portuguese because I thought he was from Brazil.
And he uploaded a lot of random shit and got a lot of subscribers. Oh, look at that. Collen, what's going on, brother?
Hey.
I remember.
Oh, you missed my stellar performance earlier.
Forgive my tardiness.
It's quite all right, brother. We were just talking about the Georgia Guidestones being getting bombed this morning. The Georgia Guidestones are you familiar, Collen?
As you know, Hickory, I get my information from this show, so I'm not aware.
Okay, so they're this thing that looks like that on screen, or looked better, I guess, before the bomb went off. But basically, it was a thing built in 1980 after the Cold War, and it has a bunch of information on it about how to do basic math and tell when noon is. It's written in 12 different languages, but it has some. It has 10 commandments on it that are not the Christian commandments. The 10 commandments on there are maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature, guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity, unite humanity with a living new language, rule passion, faith, tradition, and all things with tempered reason, protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts, let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court, avoid petty laws and useless officials, balance personal rights with social duties, prize truth, beauty, love, seeking harmony with the infinite, and be not a cancer on the earth, leave room for nature, leave room for nature. Basically, it's thought to be a guide to how to recreate humanity after we wipe ourselves out in a nuclear conflict. Although it's got some weirdness in it. It's generally seen as a globalist thing. But yeah, it got bombed this morning. Somebody put explosives on it around 4 o'clock this morning and blew up a damn big chunk of this thing. So that is the story as it stands. They're still investigating. But yeah, a fairly large chunk of it was blown up. And the interesting part is nobody knows who paid for this thing. Even now, 42 years later after it was constructed, nobody knows who the group of people who paid for it were. And considering it's not a small chunk of marble. This thing is 19 feet tall.
That's marble?
I'm pretty sure. Oh, granite. Sorry.
Oh, it's granite.
Granite.
Still, it's all stone, though.
Yep, it is all stone, and it's all carved.
Wow.
Was
Yeah, like that. That's what it looks like up close. So that's the panel with the 10 commandments on it. And then there's other panels. They're in 12 different languages, 8 modern. What were they? English, Spanish, Swahili, Hindi, Hebrew, Arabic, Chinese, and Russian. And 4 ancient languages, Babylonian, cuneiform, Classic Greek, Sanskrit, and Egyptian hieroglyphs.
Wow.
And when you look, it like shows the sun. At noon, the sun comes down through the center of the thing and points to what day on the calendar it is. And like all sorts of weird shit. But basically, they thought that it was built so that humans, when they find it after humanity is wiped out, would be able to rebuild civilization better. But Who knows? It was yeah, we'll find out
A
what
worthy
happens.
piece of public art, if you ask me.
A very, very expensive piece. I can't imagine what that would have cost to have put together. Just one of those panels.
not a lot, not a lot, Hickory, because they used aliens.
Oh, ancient aliens. We need to get the theme music from that so we can play it random times. I need a soundboard. Damn it. I should probably get on that. There's some good ones here. Sean said, just like the movie Time with Justin Timberlake, you've got to pay for your existence. Oh, that was the one where people had like a limited amount of time and they paid for stuff with it. It was like time was the currency.
I think so.
I think so.
Yes. I've seen this movie.
What if you... Like, what a weird question about the movie concept. So what if you had time left and you voluntarily killed yourself? Like, can you do that? Or does the fact that you have time prevent yourself?
I think you could.
Like, one would think so, right? Or otherwise you'd be like,
he was like, I'm going to jump. I think there was like a plot twist where it's like, I'm going to kill my time. Or I'm going to die. Give you my time. I can't remember. But yeah,
okay.
It was like basically like cryptocurrency meets capitalism meets Blade Runner.
Yeah, it was a really interesting concept. Sean said if they're gonna rebuild, they might consider building a different material to withstand a nuclear attack.
Actually, granite can withstand a nuclear attack because granite, in and of itself, is a radioactive live substance.
Assuming that's not near the blast, because apparently this little explosion these people dragged in, whatever explosive. I mean, it couldn't have been that big. They snuck it in there.
But it would be able to withstand the heat of a nearby explosion.
Skimoro said, "I didn't realize it got bombed. It is the greatest attack on our democracy, a day that will live in infamy." Yes, this was the insurrection on the globalists, Skidmore. Those goddamn, I don't know, time travelers or something.
Aliens, man.
I don't know who would have done this. I would assume it would be a conspiracist. Would be the guy that would be upset about the globalist thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't think globalism's a great idea, but this is true. I don't mean to. I always just... It could have been Sasquatch for all we know. Like, maybe
Sasquatch with a bomb.
Maybe they're pissed off because they know they can survive the nuclear blast and they don't want us to. You know? So they're like, we gotta get rid of this fucking thing. So that after and the apocalypse, we don't have to deal with these damn humans anymore. They keep running over my children in the backwoods.
Here's the thing that we're...
What are we missing, GW?
Did we take a full screen on this?
No. This isn't a save the world thing. This is more of... I've been thinking about this.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. I believe that this is the first attack in many that's going to happen unless they catch the person. Because this is too innocuous. This was a test run. And next thing you know, they're going to go for something bigger. Because they now know they can do it and get away with it.
So what you're saying is, thank God this is down in Georgia.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that hillbillies.
I love how GW just gave that like he was giving it to the commissioner of Gotham. He's like, now that this motherfucker has seen that he can blow things up, he's going to strike again. Whether or not we've seen this behavior before, now that the son of a bitch has gotten away with it, he's going to... like, what's next? The Washington Monument. What other monolithic structure is he going to attack? Mount Rushmore? Who knows?
Yeah, let's put a remove some chins from Mount Rushmore. That'd be cool. Skimaro said, "Oh no, where am I?" Sean said you can get as much time as you wanted in the movie. Lana commented, and Lana, thank you for joining us. It's at Sean Henry. What kind of material is that? Roaches? That would last the nuclear blast. Sean said, I'd recommend using corn kernels. Not even stomach acid can take that out. That's a good point, Sean. I like where you're going. Lana said, Tom McDonald did it. Lol. Not sure. Corny. That was a corny reference. That's pretty clever for those who are McDonald's fans. I don't think you guys got it. Skimore said, I don't think it was Richard Jewell.
Ha! You know who Richard Jewell is?
No, quick reminder, G-Dubs. The name's
He
familiar.
was accused of bombing the Atlanta Olympics in '92. I think it was '92.
Oh, okay. Did they accused of, like, did they catch the guy that did it and it wasn't him, or was he?
Yeah, no, it totally wasn't him, but
Oh,
he was
okay.
there, and they're like, "This is the guy who did it."
Lana said the mask destroyer. I'm not sure what that's in reference to, but Lana, your photo looks very librarian-like. I'm just gonna say the YouTube.
She probably knows more than we do.
That's true. Yes, well read she looks. But yeah, Georgia Guidestones,
so does
kind of a
GW.
big deal, just being a weird random monument to randomly bomb, you know? So I think G-Dubs could be right. I think there could be more to it in that it was more of like a test run on public stuff, like infrastructure that's not looked at with regularly. It's not like they have security walking around. It's not a courthouse. It's not a building where files are kept. So who knows?
Let me ask you this, GW. Do we think that there could be a risk of the Joseph Morrell Mormon monument?
Oh, the Joseph Smith monument?
Joseph Smith, thank you.
That's a very good question.
That's a very intriguing question, one that I don't quite have an answer to. I would find it a little comical if they did, because Mormons.
But what if they bomb that and the aliens come back and the world's this, that, and the other thing, and all they see is the Mormon thing? They might have to bomb that too.
Yeah, that's possible.
Good point.
Sean said he was prosecuted in the press before the facts came out. Standard operating procedure. Well, now, but back in the day, that wasn't the deal. So I'm sure it was. Although I don't know, it wasn't around.
Standard
for back in the day.
operating procedure.
Yeah,
That's
you
good.
just call the people out and then pay them out millions of dollars like Nick Sandman got later. Lana, the new cartoon character, is the mass destroyer. She said, "Lol, it's just me." Yeah, the glasses make it look very librarian-like. She said, "New cartoon character that goes around destroying monuments, the mass destroyer." Thinking that was a good name. Oh, okay, I got it. Was he the same guy who destroyed the moose statue in Portland last year? Because that one was funny.
Son of a bitch.
Or the guy who destroyed the Jimi Hendrix statue, not realizing what it was.
Motherfucker.
These people. There's
Wait,
a great.
did we cover that one?
I think we just covered the moose statue. Yeah, she said, "Well, I do read." Well, I try to. As a magician, that's actually one of the one pieces about the background of magic that I will share publicly. Is that the magic is in the books, and that as much as you can look around online, and you can watch free YouTube tutorials and shit, the real magic is in the books because nobody reads them anymore. But that's where basically the entire art was written down and kept for hundreds and hundreds of years. And
That's what Harry Houdini did.
Yeah,
Harry
basically
Houdini, he read a book.
he read a lot of books. Some
Read
of
a
the
lot of
biggest books.
Read the biggest book on magic there was.
Everybody agrees it was the best, biggest magical book anybody's ever seen. Sean said if the story
Harry Houdini.
Sean said if the story bleeds, the story leads. They can worry about facts later. Yeah, a lot of the time, dude. It doesn't matter. They're just like, oh, this happened. We don't have any facts, but we're going to speculate for 3 hours on what did happen. Oh, this came in. We were wrong. But we weren't really wrong because we were just speculating.
Were you guys old enough to remember the Oklahoma City bombing?
Like just barely. Like not really enough that I had any idea of what was going on. I just remember people talking, like my parents talking about it. but I don't remember. Like, it didn't have any gravity to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, like today, you say Oklahoma City, and I have no idea where that is.
It's
Besides in Oklahoma?
It is.
Yeah.
In Oklahoma. So
yeah, it's not like
Oklahoma-
Kansas City.
Okay. So, and Oklahoma is in where?
The Midwest.
Yep.
It's
Whereabouts?
right above Texas.
Right above Texas. Okay.
Cornville.
Okay.
Lana said the middle of Oklahoma. To be specific.
Middle of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Lana, like, look, if you were to tell Colin where Oklahoma was in the U.S., comment that down below because that would be funny to read.
The thing is I see, like, when I see the show Oklahoma, like the musical, that show might as well be called China. I have no
Yeah.
I have no idea where Oklahoma is, what it looks like.
Like Colin
It's
basically,
a foreign country to me.
Colin basically knows there's like an East Coast and a West Coast, and then Texas is like the little dick that swings in the middle.
Yeah,
that-
haven't been to
that's-
the little
that-
dick yet.
That's America.
And then somewhere around that little dick is New Orleans, and I love
Yep,
that.
yeah, that one connects to the Florida leg.
Then to Florida, but then you got to go all the way around the boot till you get to Miami and the Bahamas. That's all great.
Yeah. Yeah. The East Coast, the West Coast, and Texas is the swinging dick. That's about all us Vermonters know about. Just like when you people ask, "Oh, Vermont, is that part of Maine?"
Sure,
Might as well be.
might as well be.
Yeah, I'd
But
live.
this is
I'd
how
live
we
there
go
too.
to. This is how we're part of Maine. We go Vermont, Maine. We just jump New Hampshire. We don't. We don't include New Hampshire. We just jump it because maple syrup, lobster.
I've often joked that we should like bring the tri-states together, but then like the 3 states would lose 4 senators.
Yeah.
So it's not really like a good idea, I don't think. But it was like
We're
once
just
in a
one
while,
state
I'm like,
in England.
I mean, yeah, New England is a state.
And that actually is not a bad idea because then if they had to, you need to get out more, Colin. I'm sorry, Lana. I need to get out to Oklahoma. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Is the big place that I'm missing Oklahoma City?
Maybe it could be.
Is this the world destination that I get to enjoy?
Sean said yes, and Ruby Ridge and Waco, Texas, and the Unabomber.
Well,
Yeah, all
obviously,
really-
Sean knows about Oklahoma City.
Yep.
But the thing that
I know way more about Ruby Ridge and Waco than I do Oklahoma. And a little
Lana's
bit.
like, Colin,
Wait, never mind. I don't know much about the Unabomber. I do know a little bit about. I do know about our buddy Ted.
Lana's like, you got to get out and see the sights more, Colin. You got to go to Oklahoma City, Columbine. Okay, you got Vegas if you haven't been there for a bombing. You got to get out and see the sights.
Yeah, see some shit that got blown up.
Wow.
Sean said not to embarrass Alex Jones, but Ted Kaczynski has been more correct about his predictions. Was he? I always get him confused. McVeigh was the Oklahoma guy, right?
yes,
Kaczynski was the Unabomber.
yes,
Okay. Yeah, I know
And
a little bit
somewhere,
more.
are
about,
they still alive?
no. Kaczynski is, I believe, but McVeigh got executed.
Yeah, he got put down. I know more about him than I do about Kaczynski.
Well, Kaczynski's like somewhere being like, for God's sakes, I'm sick of you confusing us. Okay, I'm not the fucking Unabomber, dude. I'm the Oklahoma bomber, dude.
You got it
think about-
backwards.
Just think about anybody who was like involved with the FBI when Ruby Ridge made that shot on Ruby Ridge, and they're just like, "Oh, you're the sniper from Ruby Ridge."
No, dude, I'm the fucking Unabomber, bro.
Skidmore said David Copperfield can make the Guidestones disappear with a curtain. In fact, I could if I had. I could bring a little crew down there. We could make it happen. FBI, don't put me on the watch list. I'm talking about magic, not acts of terrorism. Just to be clear. Because I know,
It's one and the same.
I know they
It's one and
sound
the
like
same.
they're just they're touching tips, but I assure you they're not the same thing.
Lana's like, ground zero. Have you even vacationed there?
He said, Sean said, Porthead was part of that MK Ultra mix-up conspiracy theory. It wouldn't surprise me, dude. Lana said, lol, well, it's nice there. Beauty and Scorpions. I lived there a few years ago in Oklahoma. See, you had me until Scorpions, hon. That's where, like, it's like I have a friend who's moving to Texas, and I'm like, dude, it's not even the hot weather. I could afford AC because everything's cheap down there. It's literally, it's scorpions, man. Like,
I
they
don't want
bug
to
me
live in a
out. Like,
place where things are trying to kill me.
like worse than any other bug. I don't get bugged out. Like, if a room is crawling with bugs, that's gross. Like I have a grossness, like they're gross. I don't want to like put them in my mouth and rub them on myself. But like bugs don't scare me. Scorpions do. They're like the only like snakes
What's
don't
scary
scare
about
me.
a scorpion? The fact that it can rip
don't-
you open, or the fact that if it hits you with its venomous fucking tail, you're gonna die.
Dude, the fact that it's some type of fucked up lobster with a backwards tail that has a stinger on it. It's just not like you're not.
I'm
It's not
equally
supposed to be.
fascinated and terrified. If I was like to be like, that would be my Bruce Wayne, like Batman. I would be the Scorpion. 'Cause it's like they're scary as fuck, man. It's like, oh, Bruce Wayne, you're scared of a bat? Does a bat have a fucking tail on it with claws? They'll crawl up and like kill you. Like a bat can't do that, there, Bruce.
Nope. But they can
No,
fly.
but he
So.
give you rabies.
Yeah, and rabies are fun. Lana said, me too, Hickory. I forgot about those until the moment I typed it. Yeah, scorpions are... Like, the wife watched a woman on TikTok a while who moved to Texas, and, like, every day she'd get up at, like, 4 o'clock in the morning and go search the house for scorpions before her kids got up. And, like, find a couple every day. And she put them in, like, a tackle box, like the... What my mom used to refer to as a craft sorting box with the beads.
Refrigerator, that's it.
No, like the plastic Plano box that holds your tackle. And she put them in there, and then they would die and dry. And eventually she saved up enough scorpions that she poured a resin coffee table with a bunch of scorpions in it. I'm like, that's cool, but you found all those in your house. And that's, I don't know if I'd like want my, I'd want to raise a family in a place where there's like poisonous bugs. That's just
When you call it an exterminator. Be like,
Why? I mean, she's got a thriving business enterprise here. She's making coffee.
she can be making scorpion coffee tables. She's the scorpion queen. Sean said, did you watch Clash of the Titans as a child to develop the scorpion phobia? No, Sean. I think I'm just a white dude from the Northeast, and I've grown pretty accustomed to the creepy crawlies that we have up here. Like, you know, leeches are cool. Like, I don't want them on me, but I don't have a big deal pulling them off. You know, like not
Ticks
many
are the
things.
worst thing,
Yeah, ticks are the worst thing up here, really. Nothing really bugs me out up here, but for some reason, I think it's the lobster claws. Lana, good point. She said crawfish are our mini lobsters. Mom and Dad came to the States from Nova Scotia, know the New England well, became career military. Anyway, Mom told us as a kid lobsters followed the French to Louisiana and got smaller. That's a cute story. Yeah, but the lobsters, see, it's like a crawfish is like a Maine lobster. Lobsters down south don't have claws. Like rock lobsters just have a tail, or they have like little tiny claws that aren't worth eating.
Right.
Which is always weirded me out too. Like, okay, let's move to the next one before we drag on this one. Lana said corny joke. I know, but it's adorable, and not to mention corn goes great in your crawfish boil. That's the one thing I need to really experience about down south that I haven't yet, is I need to do a crawfish boil. It's one of those, I need to do it. I don't know if I'm going to like it. I'm not a big fan of lobster, but I assume that crawfish doesn't have that same, like, I'm assuming it's a little bit softer. Like, it's not quite as...
People eat so much crawfish in Louisiana. It's stunning.
Yeah, and hang out and drink beer and have a fucking ridiculous time.
I mean, it's just crazy,
like
though. Like,
it's a big social thing.
Yeah, it's just crazy they have that amount of crawfish up. It's just like you think about the volume of everybody. Then you got to do the boil, and then after the boil, you do the second boil, and they add just as much spice and all that shit to the second boil. The second boil's got some heat.
Yeah, we do have crawfish up here. Like, just to put that out
I saw
there.
one in the river recently. I didn't know if they were still doing well in the river, but they're still.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a guy in that collects them in Chittenden Reservoir.
Oh,
Yeah, has like license to do it or whatever.
huh.
But yeah, I mean, you see them every once in a while up here for sale, but like not. I actually had pet crawfish growing up. I was like, I had them in a fish tank, and I had one that was silver and blue, and we named him Coors. It was totally inappropriate. I was like 7 years old, and then he ate the other one. I had a red one, and the blue and yellow, or the blue and silver lobster ate the red lobster.
And Coors ate Budweiser.
Yep, and then he also ate like my snail and a couple other things to the point where I was like, you know what? I don't want to have a crawfish anymore. This thing keeps killing all my pets. I don't understand. Yeah, it was actually pretty tragic the morning I came out and there was an empty crawfish shell and the other crawfish had a chunk of meat. It was like getting on it. Yep.
Impressive.
Yep. Yeah, that was the second worst pet death I ever had as a child. The worst was my parents had a freshwater eel, and it jumped out of the tank. And it had done it a couple times, but they had always like seen it or found it, put it back in. So I guess it did it once at night, and it got like 15 feet from the tank down a hallway to like 5 feet out of my bathroom door. So it was like 5 feet from my bedroom door to the bathroom door. So when I got up in the morning, I walked down the hallway and I stepped on it, and this thing was like in rigor, so it was hard. And yeah, that was the worst pet experience, was stepping on a rigor mortis eel when I was like 6 or 7 years old.
That explains so much about you.
Yeah, I'm really digging in deep tonight. That's for sure. We're getting in the way back machine here and exploring a lot about my younger years.
And Hickory kneeled down to his newly dead eel and said, "Istapochu katai." And unfortunately could not revive them despite his best parcel tongue. It was devastating.
I tried.
Well, the plus side is the eel was after you. It was coming down the hallway to take your soul. So you lucked out.
Possible too. Okay. We've actually ran really long on a single topic, so let's talk real quick about something we didn't plan on talking about. I'm just going to pull this up. This to end on a sad note before we get into the after show where we've got some ridiculous shit to get into. Model who joined Ukraine army as an elite sniper is killed in Russian airstrike. Look at this. Look at this beautiful human being. She's an elite sniper and former model and has been killed by a Russian airstrike in Ukraine. Thalita de Vele, 39, died while fighting in the city of Kharkiv on June 30th. I should have asked Collen because I'm sure he is following her on Instagram. She joined the war effort alongside former Brazilian army soldier Douglas Barriga. Douglas, 40, also died in last week's airstrike, reportedly after he went into the bunker to find Thalita. The pair had traveled from Brazil to Ukraine, support Ukrainian forces. Thalita had previous experience in war zones and fought against the Islamic State in Iraq. At this time, she received special sniper training as she trained alongside the Peshmergas, the armed military forces in the independent Kurdistan region of Iraq. She reportedly used these skills in Ukraine, where she was responsible for providing cover from advancing Russian forces. Providing cover from, not for. I don't mean to misalign her in this battle. Colin, what's your first thought when you see this photo?
Sniper.
This is her at the end of June. So this was just recently before she was killed.
I see someone who's ready to kill some Russian motherfuckers.
Okay, my first thought was like, who has this amount of time to put on makeup before they go into battle every day.
Oh yeah, you got it. You gotta
mean-
hit him. You gotta
or-
hit him. This is like. Have you seen Zoolander? Models make the best assassins. You bring her in there. She bats the eyes. She gives them a little bit of the eyeshadow. They're confused, right? They're dazed. Hey, who are you? I'm the motherfucker. That's who I am. Boom. That's how you do it. That's how models get the job done. Right like that. Look
Like,
at this.
what-
She could be pointing that thing right at me, Hickory. I would be confused. Hey, baby, how you doing?
It'd be
Hey,
because
baby.
this thing looks like a fucking cartoon. Like, I don't even know what type of weapon this is, but it doesn't look real.
I have no
Like-
idea,
like
but I'm
nothing-
intrigued. I'm
Nothing
intrigued.
about that
Now,
thing looks like an actual weapon.
She would
You know what
point
I
that
mean?
thing at me, and I would say, so what's your favorite color?
It looks like something out of Halo. Am I wrong, G-Dubs?
It looks like a rocket launcher.
Is that what modern rocket launchers look like?
Yeah.
Oh,
Last time someone pointed one at me, yeah.
I mean, it's been a while since I've seen rocket launchers in real life.
I don't know.
but-
Maybe it's that due to being an American, the only pictures of RPGs and such I've seen were like the Taliban and ISIS. So it all looks like 1970s Russia hardware. It doesn't look like the stuff that America donated to Ukraine.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I guess I could be wrong. That could be what it looks like.
We have up the missile launcher game.
Sean said rock and lobster. Yeah. He also said the first of many stiff, slippery situations. Huh? Yes, it's how I knew I wanted to be me. Skimoro said my thoughts too. I think he's agreeing with Colin about she could point it right at him and be like, hi. Yeah.
Hey,
Do you,
baby.
do you want to go to a steakhouse? Sean
You
said
eat meat?
my first thought is, why do you need a supermodel sniper? I think a sniper that looks like Jason Friday the 13th would be more intimidating. Well, it doesn't really matter because you're not going to see the sniper if they're good. You know, like if sniper's good, like nobody's ever going to know who that person was. Like, I think that's the point, right? Is that like you never know.
Well, that's why snipers should carve their names in the bullets. Like
Oh, okay.
Kilroy was here, and then fire it.
Yeah.
So like,
So for that off chance that that metal doesn't deflect or like change shape or
yeah.
yeah, no, it's not a bad idea. I like that. I would do that. Or they should put a little like DNA chip in it or like a tracking chip. She's launched many rockets. No disrespect though. Red rocket, boy, red rocket. Lana said, even me, a woman, would say, wow, love the makeup. You know, it's not that I hate makeup, Lana. I want to be perfectly clear. It's just that when I think about like waking up early and going into battle, I don't think about like putting on eyeliner and lipstick. But
It's
maybe
like-
that's me and I'm a dude, you know? I don't know.
It's like she joined the army for Instagram.
Wouldn't surprise me if that was a thing that's happened now. Like some poor asshole has been tricked. That would be funny. I should look. That might be a thing. Person tricked into joining military as they knew. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, yeah. At Hickory TDAU is what you need to search if you want to find it. Lana said, it's because you're a dude who wants to die looking like crud. Lol.
Good point.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to say if you take a round through the face, you're not going to look good anyways. So for me, I'd much rather take that time, like, you know, I don't know, getting in a little extra caffeine and maybe doing a gack or a meth. I'm just saying, and that's not me normally. That's me going to war. Like, I want to be very clear about that. She said, I put on makeup to go to Walmart. That's fair. I won't be seen in public in PJs. That's not a thing that happens. Other than that one time my wife got me a video because I didn't have any clean clothes and I was only mowing the lawn. I don't understand why it's a big deal. I mowed my lawn in my PJs and she gave me a hard time. But that's the only time I've ever seen in public. Well, since college. If you're in college, it doesn't matter.
Really?
Although I did get kicked out of my food hall one time for wearing PJs over there. And they didn't let me eat. Well, they said I could come back with regular pants on, but I said, fuck you, I'm going home. And then I eat Easy Mac. Sean said, yeah, GW, my point, this is an Instagram propaganda trick, conspiracy, confusion, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. He said, Walmart has been a war zone as of lately. You might as well look good when you get your face blown off. Well, good point, Sean. Skimoro said, a sniper wears different makeup. Just saying. That's fair. Yep. Usually some green and some black, and they kind of look like, I don't know. I'd paint my face up like the fucking Joker if I was a sniper, I think. Except with a frowny face. Lana said, lol, only time it was an accident, I ran my daughter to school in my husband's Winnie the Pooh boxers. So embarrassed. Yeah, but did you have to get out of the vehicle? Because if you didn't, like, nobody even noticed. I understand you were still embarrassed. Don't get me wrong. I get that. It's like one of those dreams where you're naked somewhere.
Okay.
It's embarrassing even if it's not real.
I have a question. What is the deal with women wearing like their man's boxers? Like, I don't get it. Like, I know what I do in those things. I wouldn't be wearing those in public.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I have a different shape, but the beautiful assistant never wears my underwear. For the record, I never wear hers.
My chick wears my underwear all the time.
Oh, okay.
Like, I have to do so much fucking laundry for my boxers. It's not funny.
She says yes, and off work. City clerk. Who was across the street and saw it? 2 water guys. They told everyone. Oh, brutal. You need a car blanket or something that you can throw over the lap. That's not that I have one. GW men's boxers are comfortable. That is why. So why don't they make women's boxers that are the same cut, but I don't know, marketed towards women? Probably because they'd charge more. It'd be like that pink tax bullshit, right? Like, you know about that whole thing? Like anything pink cost like so much more or whatever. Sean said it's a pheromone thing. Most of my ladies would sleep with my work shirt if I was gone. Weird if you ask me. Yeah.
But these are clean. My pheromones aren't on them. Oh, she doesn't touch my soiled boxers.
I don't blame her.
Yeah, no, I don't like touching them.
No, me
The
neither.
amount of times I've shit myself.
Yeah, no, I kicked that shit off with my toes right in the laundry basket, and then I put on latex gloves when I'm doing laundry. No, not really. I wear too many gloves at work. Anyways, that's pretty much all we got for the main show. Thank you guys for joining us. This has been a super fun getting my mind off some awful shit show. So yet again, thanks for everybody. Lana, Sean, Skip Morrow, everybody in the comment section, the beautiful assistant,
My mom.
Yeah, G-Dub's mom. Thank you for dropping by. We do appreciate it. We will follow up with the after show. We'll be over on at Hickory TDAU on the Rumble. I'm pretty sure it's rumble.com/c/Hickory TDAU or something. Said yes, but they are yours, GW. She just wants to be close to you. Oh, that's cute.
Oh.
Lana said, "Oh my God, I walked in on a man show." I'm sorry.
No. It's good to have a woman's perspective.
Yeah, no, this is not a man show. We are not. Believe me, we're not even. We're the only show on the internet that's three straight white men. We are not the three straight white men show. We're a show for people who like to laugh and have fun and have wide open point of views where they can laugh at shit that even doesn't.
Who called it a straight white show? Who did that? Who did that?
This, my friends, is the Drunken Under Quarantine show, where we get drunk and survive the quarantine. Jason said it's a drunk show. Well said, Jason. That's pretty much how the show goes.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you.
Sean
It's
said,
a fucking drunk show. How's that for you, folks?
Sean said, I'd like to say I greatly appreciate all of you gentlemen taking the time to do the show. Love you all. I love all of you. Sean, love you. Thank you for the support, brother. We really do appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah. And
Sean, go fuck yourself.
and that's pretty much it for the Drunken Under Quarantine show regular show. We will be on the after show over on the Rumble. And Lana said, I listened to Hickory react to Tom McDonald songs. Didn't know you did this. Nice to meet you, Collen and Jubby. This was interesting. Alana, thank you for dropping by. Yes, this
Thanks,
is
Lana.
Come back.
Every
Every Wednesday at 8 o'clock.
Every Wednesday at 8, the Drunken Under Quarantine show is live. Sometimes we have guests. Lately, I've been bad at booking them, so we haven't been. But I honestly have a lot of fun when it's just the three of us. And Jason said, Drunk Island Boy. Yes, he's the one over here.
I'm a Bridgewater boy.
Bridgewater Boy. I'm not going to pick the guitar back up and sing that shit. Anyways. Yeah, we missed that. We'll have to explain that in the after show. See if you know what's going on. So we don't bum out the last few minutes of the regular show. Anyways, that's all we got. Please go follow GW Foley at Foley Kills or at GW Foley on everywhere that's relevant. Go down, follow Collen at Collen D, Instagram, Facebook, and at Woolen Mill Comedy Club on Facebook and Instagram. And check it out. There's shows every Saturday at 8. And I almost said Sunday for some reason. Every Saturday at 8, Woolen Mill Comedy Club, 101 Mill Road, Bridgewater, Vermont. Beautiful little comedy club located in the, well, not really the heart of Bridgewater, but as close to the heart as you can be, I guess. Because Bridgewater is kind of weird out. I said, awesome, I'll be back. My best Arnold voice. Nice, I'll be back. Yeah, I can't do an Arnold voice either. Sean said, P.S. Not you, Colin. I just want to mount you. Or I want to just mount you.
Oh.
I wish I could do some type of like Arnold there, like I'll mount you too.
It just sounds like a drunk French guy when he tries to do
I'll mount you too.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Sir, you have to leave the club. This strip club is for sober men only. I just mounted you.
I'll be back.
But we will see you guys over in the after show. Thank you so much for joining us here. I've, of course, Hickory the Drunk Underwhelming. I'm signing out on episode 10. Imploring you all to stay safe, stay drunk, stay underwhelming. Most importantly, in these trying times, stay sane. Try not to kill your neighbors. And we will see you guys next week, where hopefully we won't have bad news in the beginning and we'll just have fun all the time. But this was a lot of fun. So thank you guys for joining us. Cheers. Drunk Magician out.
Are you saying you want to show me your tits? This is a weird show.